guys, so I know for our discussion for week 2, we had to know the difference between an IEP and a 504 plan. You know, and so I know for the difference between at I work at Early Head Start, so I am familiar with the IEP plan, and I know this has to um, it's you know a specialized instruction and related services. So for my example, my personal example, I had a child who has a disability, which is speech delay, as well as tics, and tics is a condition of nerve system, and as well she was autism. So she had an IEP. I had to assist with her the materials that they provided for me, as well making sure that she meets the requirement goals, as well making sure that I have the right I have um, making sure that she meets her requirement goals. I think I said that already. So I know that's an IEP. No, I was telling them I went through their class. Now, I'm not really familiar with the 504 plan. Actually, I actually had to learn a little bit more of it, do more of my research about it. I know this, and from what I learned, is an accommodation. Um, the 504 plan is a where you it is and is who has a disability that attends school, educational institution receives accommodations that will ensure that their academic success and access to the learning environment. So I know this is what I learned is the classroom setting. It is a classroom setting, okay? So from my example, um, I'm gonna use I did a little bit more research on it too, and I read about it that it says that this also can a 504 plan can also be for students who have injuries and illness that they have to accommodate into the classroom. So since I work at a Head Start setting, um, I haven't had a personal experience, but I know from my past experience in schools, I've seen you know one of my friend's daughter broke her foot, and she had to be in a wheelchair. So she was in a wheelchair for almost 3 to 4 months. So she had a 504 plan, and they had accommodated her with the classroom setting, making sure she's sitting close to the classroom, and so someone helping her to go to her classes. So it's a lot. So that's, I guess you could say, that's one of my personal experience. So that's what I learned. Now we had some questions to answer, and is how can I learn more about the IEP and the 504 process? Well, I'm going to do more research. I am familiar with the IEP plan because I have worked a lot with the IEP plan, as a teacher, being for a Head Start. Um, but I'm not aware of the 504 plan. And I'm going to do more research about this as well. When I start my student teaching and doing my internships, I'm going to ask a lot of questions to my coworkers, especially to the administrators and the principals, because I know they're more familiar and have hands-on of working with the IEP and 504 process. What difficulties may I experience at general education? Well, I feel like my difficulties that I will experience is having making sure that the paperwork is correct and making sure that I have the right information and the right documents. I feel like that's something that is very important to have hands-on to have with you when you're a teacher. So I want to I think, and that's another thing why I feel like it's going to be more difficult, because I just want to make sure it's the right information and it's correct as well. Another thing is having the right materials to assist the student, um, to assist that child's needs. So I want to make sure that I have the right materials, so I can help that child meet the requirement goals that they need to meet. So that's another thing that I feel that's going to be difficult for me as a teacher. Um, the third question: what would I do if I disagree with an IEP team member's opinion? I think that's something, as working for a Head Start, I had a situation like that, and what I did is I had to sit down and actually speak first with my supervisor, let her know how I felt, And so she had to make a meeting with me and the team members who did the IEP, and I had to let her know, that I'm a teacher and I work with this child in the classroom every single day. I see her, daily, and I see some and some something that I can't say it out, but one example can be is that this child didn't need a particular goal because she's already achieved it and she already accomplished it in my classroom. But I guess with the parent and the team member saying that no, she can't do this, um, I had to talk to her and show her examples of that she can do it. So I had to provide classroom materials, which is like her things that she was able to do. Example will be like drawing or writing things that I seen that she could do that I could provide that she did in the classroom, and show it to the team members that this is she can do it. She has accomplished this goal, and I feel like we need to move on to the next goal. So it was more, we did like a meeting. I had to show proof that she was able to do it. So which I did. So that's a way that I will handle it, even as a teacher when I become a teacher. So yes, I hope I did this well, and thank you for watching.